Where I live down here is the actual geographical center of Maryland. You got the neatest looking little John Deere little skidder over there. Ain't that something? I'll go over and take a look at that. And then before that, we welded these together, welded them connecting rods together, and we were running that in there. This is actually still set up as a flintlock. Okay.
Yeah,
that's the original stock. Did you have to lengthen the stock some too?
Everything was good, except it was a short barrel, and you gotta add it on.
Well, see, they didn't. I gotta put Snoopy away. Good thing he came to say goodbye. I'm running up to pick up my little heifer that we sent away to freezer camp a couple weeks ago. She's had a nice relaxing 2-week stay up there, and I'm gonna pick her up. Got my coolers and everything. Well, the guy with the trailer that came in yesterday kind of messed up my driveway a little bit. It was a little bit wider trailer, and I don't know. When the snow softens up this afternoon, I guess I'll have to straighten up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, heading up to Western Maryland. I call it Western Maryland. Up there, they call it Central Maryland. It's the Frederick area. Always thought of that as Western Maryland, but they think of it as their tractor club is called Central Maryland, which I always thought was odd, because where I live down here is the actual geographical center of Maryland, although we are on the south side of that line. We're below Route 50, which is here's what the roads look like around here. In case you might be interested, I don't know why you would be, but there you go. Yeah, I was just noticing that my neighbor did get his driveway cleared. I was going to clear it for him if he hadn't yet. Yeah, we're south of Route 50, and that's considered southern Anne Arundel County, because Route 50 kind of cuts Anne Arundel County in half, and we are considered, the southern Anne Arundel County is sort of considered southern Maryland-ish. So anyway, here we are up here. Yeah, it's a normal winter. I mean, I say it's a normal winter no matter how severe the winter is. It's a normal winter. Now, if we had 80 degrees and a thunderstorm, then I would say we are getting some strange winter weather. But anything can happen in wintertime. Snow, sleet, freezing, rain, that's all normal winter weather. Cold temperatures, that also happens to be a normal thing. It's a normal occurrence. I'm taking my glasses, my other glasses off, so you can see my lovely hat. Anyway, yeah, so we're having a normal winter. We have had winters where we got 4 feet of snow. We had like 28 inches one week, and exactly 1 week later we had 26 inches, and that was I don't want to go through that again. And when I was a kid, we had a big blizzard, and of course all we had was Poppin' Johnny with a loader and the big we had a big bucket that goes on the forks, and Dad would use that to clean the driveway out. Of course, before that they would have to shovel it out when they were coming along, and Dad was a kid. He had 3 sisters and an old brother. The brother was the oldest, and it was an odd thing, very strange. They noticed a pattern, and whenever it was time to shovel out the driveway, one of his sisters, my aunt Helen, she came down with some sort of strange illness that wouldn't allow her to help. it's amazing how that happened. And this became a pattern that they noticed over the years. But I mean, a quarter mile is a long way to shovel. I can't blame her for not wanting to participate overly much in that. But that, of course, sometimes Dad would hook up the team of horses and have a log that he would drag up and down there. He'd have a chain wrapped around one end of the log and the other end of the log. I don't know, about 7 foot long log, and they would pull that up and down the driveway as the snow was coming down to try to keep things semi-open. But anyway, that's enough about me. I just can't wait to see my heifer again. She's matter of fact, we got a date to have supper together over the weekend. Yeah. Anyhow, I know some of y'all have a hard time understanding or dealing with raising an animal, knowing an animal, having affection towards an animal, and then when the animal gets to a certain point in its life and we realize it's time to slaughter it and consume it, we don't have a problem. That's some noise, frozen globs of ice on the road I was driving over. If you heard them. Yeah, we don't have any problems at all. That's what they're here for. That's why God made them. Made man to have dominion over the earth, animals and plants and everything. And they taste mighty good. They sure do when you prepare them right. I generally like my meat rare enough so I can still see the marks where the jockey was whipping it. But of course that's just a joke. We don't have any professional jockeys here, and we don't allow them to whip the animals. But anyway, I better get on up and keep an eye peeled on to where I'm going. The roads may be slightly hazardous. That's what they say. Driving could be hazardous going up there where I'm going. So maybe I'll speak with you a little more when we get there, or when I get home. I know I will. So anyway, fare thee well.
Away down south the Dixie, away down south the Dixie. Old Mrs. Patty Bill Weaver, rain was a gay deceiver. Look away, Dixieland.
This countrywoman's got her act together and a good sense of humor. Even more like her. Here we are at Hemp's. I'll go in and get the meat, and I'll meet you back here when I'm done. Yeah, we got it all boxed up back here. Hey, I just happened to notice they got the neatest looking little John Deere little skidder over there. Hey, that's something. I'll go over and take a look at that. That's a neat little dude. I've never seen one quite that size. Just a ticket. Yeah. Neater than sneakers. I'm gonna make my escape. I will say the meat looks really, really good. Yes, sir. The heifer sacrificed her life for a noble, worthy cause. I'll let you know how she tastes after a while.
I said hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I'm in love with Mary Lou. Let me never part. Mary Lou, goodbye, heart.
Pretty scenery up here, but I don't want to live here. got enough hills down where I'm at. The hills are no steeper here, but they are longer and bigger. Yeah, the dogs are always very interested when I come back with the meat. Yep. Some good looking vittles here. Yep. A little steak there. A little sirloin of beef. Yep. Very good. I like it. They left a lot of the fat on there. Fat is where the flavor is. Yeah. So there you go. Yep. The dogs are thinking it's for them, but sorry, fellas. You ain't getting none of that till after we're done with it. Time to head in the shop. Coincidentally, that guy that I've used to work on his gun barrels, he's coming down. He has a barrel for me to do something with. So he was going to bring one of the guns that I have lengthened the barrel of, and I was going to show you. Anyhow, let's go in the shop. Got several different things going on here. I want to show you some things that I've got going on in the shop. It leaves me in kind of a quandary, because some of the really neatest things I'm doing I can't show you. I am putting together a small tractor for competition, and going to be doing some different things that pretty radical changes to the internal workings of certain key components, and I can't show anybody. So, but there'll be other stuff that I'm doing that I can show you. So, and I will show you later on. I am going to film it, and maybe after a year or so of competition or something, I'll maybe show what's going on. And it may be that other people will want us to, they'll hire us to do that for them, depending on how it works out. So we'll see. But anyway, they might want a nice little tractor. This here's a nice tractor. Boys bought it used and redid it. I actually bought it from a John Deere dealer. They didn't, well, the owner didn't want to have it fixed, so he just kind of traded it in. They didn't give a whole lot of money for it, but they've done the repairs and refurbished it, and it's looking good. They're almost ready to sell it. It's got the mower deck there too, so come spring, it'll be a nice little tractor for somebody to have around on their farm. And we're gonna get thousands and thousands of dollars for it. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna let you go now. When the guy comes with the rifle, I'll fire it back up. Later on, I think I can get away. I can show you the turbo I'm building for the little tractor, and it wouldn't be any problem for me to show it to you, because when I do show you, the guys in that class are going to think it's a bunch of baloney, and they wouldn't believe it, that you could run that particular size turbo on there. And maybe you can't, I don't know. But it's going to be a neat project. I think you'll enjoy seeing that. So, but it'll be a little while before I get to start that detail. But I got to get. I'm waiting till some parts arrive for me to start working on that. But I'm going to run the engines out and do some work on the head, and I guess I can show you that. So yeah, there'll be some things to show you. But the neatest stuff, no, can't see that. I can show you some of the stuff I have done. Look over here. That John Deere M that we built. That 98 cubic inch John Deere M that we got 234 cubic inches out of. We had to make these connecting rods up. As you can see, I took 2 sets of connecting rods, cut them in half, and welded them back together. And as you can see, I kind of had to have an offset. That dude, I believe, is bent. So I guess when we broke the crank, it kind of bent it. But it didn't bend before that. We welded these together, welded them connecting rods together, and we were running that in there because it had a much smaller journal on the crank and was running some airplane pistons, 5 1/8 inch bore aircraft pistons. And then my son's 1010, he's running some rods I welded like that, and he was turning 6,000 RPMs with them, and they were holding up fine, because we were running automotive type pistons in it, so I had to lengthen them because the piston was so much shorter than the tractor piston, and some kind of racing pistons. So, and to get them straight and all balanced and the same length down to a couple thousandths, it's fun work. I enjoy doing it. I always like to do stuff that you ain't supposed to be able to do. That's the best part of life, is accomplishing things that people don't think you should be able to do and have them be successful. That's what I always like doing. Anyway, I'm waiting for this guy. He'll be here in a minute. We're going to head over here to the other part of the shop. This is the machine shop area. Do a lot of things to remachine, like valves, and this is a jig set up for recutting grooves in the plungers in the injection pumps and that kind of thing. And the boys are fixing to start putting together some front end supports. This thing here is a jig they made up for welding together. Whew. That's my fancy dancy air compressor. I'll wait till it stops. As I was saying, the boys are fixing to make up a bunch of them front end support, which it's a frame, but they have to call them front end supports. So for the John Deere 70s, gas or diesel, they make them up. You lose 340 pounds or something like that over the stock cast iron ones. So they got all these pieces together ready to start welding. I think somebody's here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna
Just think that for a minute. Somebody's not.
yeah.
Yeah, we got something we can just tap that up.
What year is
This is
supposedly?
about an 1812.
1812.
It's a model 1812
Okay.
model.
Okay.
Alright, now,
Yes. I don't know for sure.
I think it was in a, I don't know what type of crap this. Yeah.
Something got on there.
Alright, turn it again. Oh, you're
Yeah, it's
taking a
going. It's going. I mean, it's filming it. Movies. So we don't really know for sure. Let me see. Let me turn around this way. I believe it. Well, I guess if we can't tell, I guess he must have done a good job.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. You haven't got a light down here where we can look at it. That probably won't help.
Yeah, we're gonna look at the outside.
Okay.
Now the only thing I'm going by, see, it's a little rougher here,
Yeah.
and then it gets smooth here. So I think this is new, but I'm not sure.
Well, we should be able to tell if we had a good bore scope through the inside.
Yeah, probably.
I do think it probably is.
Paint or something. I don't know what they got to this. That old
Anyway.
18.
I don't know, something. Ain't bug droppings.
But I think I say you can feel the texture of the barrel.
Yeah.
And it might be my hair. And you probably added to put that on too. See how it's coarse right there?
Yeah. Well, you
might have been right about it.
You always browned it by rusting somehow.
Which turned out real good on that. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyhow, I guess that's... Unless you had a little flashlight, it's hard to tell down in there. This is actually still set up as a flintlock. Okay.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, that's the original stock. Did you have to lengthen the stock some too?
Everything was good, except it was a short barrel, and you got to add it on.
Well, so they did not cut the stock on this one?
You might be able to tell. There's where I think you did it.
Let's see. Oh, maybe. I didn't. In other words, this one I didn't have to add very much.
No, it was only a couple inches.
Yeah, because the stock hadn't been cut. But yeah,
right.
Okay.
I think you can see. I think it's right there.
Yeah, I think it's just. It is right here. Yep, right there.
All right, so went into the band.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I think I can almost feel. Yeah, maybe one spot.
Where are you looking at it?
I think right in there, maybe. But usually they've been cut off so much I had to come way back here.
That's what we usually do.
Yeah.
But this one was probably because the stock is right, so it probably was cut off.
So that one, since the stock had never been cut, and we only added that much, and you can't tell it, probably this gun is worth a fair amount.
Yeah. I mean, you can't even see the line there.
No. On the inside, you can maybe tell something, but have you shot it?
No.
Okay. But anyhow, thanks for bringing it down.
About, is that it there?
I don't know. I could tell looking in the inside. It was behind the.
Right.
Is it the? Yeah. So it was down in here somewhere. Yep.
Well, that's a regular. That's what I say. Because I don't.
Sirloin, a T-bone, and a rib steak. Would have done them on the grill, but it was a little too cold and dark out there for me. So, it'll still be good.